Yo, what's up guys, Jayty here. I'm going to be bringing you an update video today, showing you what we've been working on since the 0.8 fortification update. We felt it was time to start focusing on some of the balance issues and rounding off the game experience. Previously, we've always been focusing on the features that we need to get implemented with the intention of balancing things later before the early access. We felt that it's time to start thinking about those things, so this is all the things we've been working on, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. We really hope you like it. Before we started this update, we decided to go to the community, go to the forums, check out the Discord, and as a team have a massive play session ourselves. We all wrote a list of the things that we felt was missing from the game to make it a fun, rounded experience. And one of the things that we all felt was that the nights were too dark, and moreover there was no means of having light and carrying a weapon at the same time. Our solution to that is implementing this headlamp, which is currently a starting item, and it will mean that you are always able to see in some capacity during the night. Obviously there's still more powerful flashlights. Obviously long term we're going to be having the weapon attachments, but this is designed as a starter item to make you be able to get through the night. We felt this was a huge limiting factor. As well as adding the headlamp, we felt that the nights were still a little bit too long. We were finding that the night becomes a little bit of a hindrance to the player. There is more content currently for the player to do during the day. And our idea behind making the night shorter is that the player can spend more time preparing, gathering loot, and getting ready for the night, and then still experience a difficult but shorter night overall. This, we found, allows for a more fun overall experience. We found that when we were consuming items, it could at times be very difficult to see how it was going to affect your stats. Oftentimes boxed product and things like that give you a negative hydration stat. It was very difficult to see, so we decided to add this hover UI up here, which really focuses in when you're going to consume something. It's red if it's bad, it's green if it's good. That's something most people can understand. It additionally works with containers when you're taking items out of those. And overall, this is just something that was designed to really make the gameplay smoother when it comes to consuming and managing your stats. We've implemented an all-new notification system. You'll see new hover UIs, notifications, and hints. And you can see one here, which is for the map. And the idea of this was to split out. Previously, we had all of our notifications going in at the middle of the screen at the bottom. But what we were finding was happening was unimportant notifications were stopping players reading the important ones. So we've moved those unimportant ones up into the top left, and then allowed the hints to really focus in on what the player needs to know when they need to know it. So this should help especially new players with getting into the game. Placement directly from the inventory. This is something that the community has been asking for a huge amount of time, and something that previously we'd just never gotten to. So you can now place items directly from the inventory. This will be super handy when you're placing traps and trying to organize your home. Additionally, you can now drop items straight out of your inventory where you're looking rather than just in front of the player. The idea behind this fix was to stop players dropping things through walls, and also it serves as a rudimentary placement system. You can use it when you're cooking, say, to walk up in front of the cooking surface, and you can just click drop where you're looking and the things will drop right onto the cooking surface, just to speed things up really. Crafting's also had an overhaul as well. We've been trying to make things as simple as possible to understand. The old recipe system is a remnant of an earlier system. It still worked, but it was very difficult to understand because you didn't have to add the tools into the recipe. It caused all kinds of confusion. We've now made it so that only recipes that you can currently craft are black, and as you can see here in the list, the other ones are grey. They are still clickable and you can go in and see what items you are missing, but it just allows the player to very quickly see if they have the items to craft an item. We've also added this search button, which shows all recipes that include a specific item. So if you click the search button on the wood axe, it will show you all the recipes that include that. You can see that this one here is grey because we're missing an item as well, so you know what you need to go and find. In addition to that, we've added the recipe button, which shows the actual recipe for the item that you're looking at, so you can easily find how to craft an item that you already have. And the idea of all these changes was to make the crafting as intuitive as possible and make it easy to understand so that you can jump straight into the game and start crafting items. Door interaction improvements. This is something that we've been thinking about for a really long time. Previously, you'd have scenarios where you'd be being chased by a bunch of zombies, you run into a building and you have to look directly at the handle to shut the door. That was a huge problem when you were rushing, because it was hard to find the handle, and it was also hard to close the door quickly because of the slow animation. Our solution for that is adding a slamming open and slamming closed function, and what that allows you to do is slam a door very quickly. This will use stamina and create noise, so if you slam a door in a building that you're about to loot, you're going to alert attention to yourself and other players. So really, the idea of this is there's a quick way to open doors, but that also has a sacrifice as well. Almost all house interiors have been redesigned. The idea behind this was to improve the way they look, and additionally aid zombie navigation. We've really thought about the placement of items and how the zombies will behave in the environment. So really, these changes are to make the gameplay experience smoother overall and allow the player to have a smoother experience when they're moving around the world. Audio sliders, dudes. What can I say? This one took us a little bit too long to fix. There was a really strange bug with Unity and asset bundles, and it took us a while to figure out, but everything we think should be working correctly now. The sliders should be fully persistent. They should do what they say they're going to do. Do let us know if we've missed any sounds, or if you find anything's not working with them, and we'll be able to fix them straight away in the next update, guys. That just about covers most of the big changes in this update, guys. I'll link the changelog in the description as always. Head on over there to see all the small fixes that didn't make the cut for the video. If you are seeing bugs in the game that aren't in this list, please do let us know on the community forums and Discord. We love hearing from you. Your bug reports are super important to us. We're making the game for the community. Thanks again, guys, for checking out the video and all the support as always. I will see you in the next update video, guys. Goodbye.